our beloved class of 2020. This year, our community was rocked by a global pandemic and an economic crisis that devastated our community. Instantly, our school buildings were ordered closed and our economy was shut down. What could not be closed was the door to success to which you already possessed the key. What could not be shut down was your desire to graduate against all odds. Most of you have been with us your entire academic career, and some of you have joined us more recently. The one thing that has been constant is our love and commitment to you and your families, and our dedication to build you strong. From the moment you walk the hallways of our buildings, we celebrated your uniqueness. In the classrooms, we challenged you to think critically, question, and reimagine the future. While competing on our courts and on our fields, you learned the lessons of defeat and great success. In our communities, you provided service and learned the value of connectedness. Now you are participating in and spearheaded a modern-day civil rights movement, one that will finally eradicate the systemic racism and inequality that have plagued our nation for far too long. Our district was entrusted with your care by those who love you most. We have poured into you everything to ensure your success for the future. Today, we salute your spirit, your passion for learning, and your ability to succeed. We also salute your amazing families and acknowledge your ancestors, whose spirits are deeply rooted in your resilience. So cheers to a graduating class unlike any other, the historic class of 2020. You strong for life.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
12 years ago, in kindergarten, we told you you could be anything you wanted to be when you grew up. And when we realized you would finish high school in the year 2020, we thought you were the class with perfect vision. But we had no way of knowing what the future actually held. We had no way of knowing that a viral pandemic would lock us indoors for 3 consecutive months. We didn't know we would send you home to learn from a distance, never to be in class with you again. And we couldn't know that the civil unrest of the 1950s and 60s would burst from a smoldering spark into a full-blown flame in the middle of a global crisis. That 56 years after the Civil Rights Act was passed, we would still have to insist that society and the world recognize that Black people are not disposable, that Black lives matter. But somehow, we knew that if anyone could make it through, it would be you. This historic class of athletic champions, of marching knights, of AP scholars and technological creators, this class of fashionistas and comedians, of doctors, nurses, lawyers, and entrepreneurs, this class of Uniondale Knights. You stared adversity in the face, summoned up all of your grit, beat the odds, and won. You are not making history. You are history.
Hello, Uniondale High School graduating class of 2020. Our future scientists, ambassadors, teachers, engineers, technology specialists, politicians, doctors, archaeologists, and so much more. 13 weeks ago, you were thrust into a whole new world by a global pandemic, a world of masks, social distancing, and online learning. And as if that were not enough, you were recently catapulted into a social frenzy of horrendous injustices that included the murder of 27-year-old Breonna Taylor and the horrific asphyxiation of George Floyd. Witnessing such inequities would have broken lesser people, but instead, these things have strengthened your resolve and tied you together in ways we can never fathom. Collectively, you will always be known as the historic class of 2020. However, the Uniondale High School class of 2020 will not be defined by what you lost to the coronavirus or as victims to racist rhetoric, but rather, you will be known as the bold and resilient change agents you are. And this bit of adversity that you have faced makes for a compelling story. Because of your unique story, you have collectively shown the world how to show grace through disappointment and real determination through grief. We acknowledge that the moments you have lost this year can never be replicated. However, it is my hope that you savor all of the possibilities ahead, because now is the time, your time, to chase every dream, fulfill every promise, and pursue every opportunity to right the wrongs in our nation. The world has changed right before your very eyes, and it will now be up to you to rewrite and determine what our future will be. If the world is going to survive this, it will be up to you. I know this is quite a burden, but don't be afraid. You've already shown that you possess the tenacity and are equipped to do this work. As you pursue this, I hope you ground yourself in lasting values. Values such as equity, fairness, honesty, integrity, persistence, and caring for others. Remember to always operate as though you are your brother and sister's keeper. With these as your core, I can't wait to see all that you will accomplish. So graduates of 2020, whether you are Fatima Zavala Espinal, our valedictorian, John Halasco, our salutatorian, Bailey Jeffries, our Scholar Board member and Scholar Athlete. Elisha Maynard, a top 25 Scholar Athlete. Jeffrey Interiano, a P-TECH Scholar, or Marcus Walker, who had the honor of performing at the Obama graduation ceremony. I urge you, no, I charge you to step out with the confidence that you all possess and be the change you wish to see in your world. Congratulations on all of your many accomplishments. It is now my honor to introduce the President of the Uniondale Board of Education, Mrs. Charmise Desiree.
Greetings, Uniondale. Many thanks to our acting superintendent, Ms. Rhonda Taylor, for that warm introduction. On behalf of the Uniondale Board of Education, I am honored to join you today as we pause to celebrate the Uniondale High School class of 2020. To the Uniondale administrative team, teachers, support staff, to Dr. Edward Thomas, along with the high school assistant principals, deans, and entire high school staff, thank you for all of your efforts in helping to prepare these graduates for this momentous occasion. Congratulations to the parents, guardians, and families of these hardworking scholars. Although this particular educational journey has come to an end, none of this would have been possible without a strong, supportive environment. We all know that there have been various challenges due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But the Uniondale that I know is strong, powerful, and built to last. To our distinguished and illustrious graduates, I am honored to salute you on today and proud to see where you are because of your perseverance and diligence despite any opposition. You did it, and no one in the world can take away this feeling of accomplishment that you have right now. You could have given up. You could have complained. You could have made excuses during your months of digital learning at home. But you took your challenges and turned them into obstacles that were meant to be conquered. For this, you must stand tall and know that it takes a very special type of person to look fear in the face and declare that you are bigger and better because of it. A colleague of mine once said, "Persistence is a recurring theme in the history of any marginalized group. And in the fight and struggle for equality and equity, success does not happen overnight." Your task, graduates, is to continue to remove any labels, stigmas, or limitations that others try to put on you and let your actions speak for itself. For this is a time in history that we all can reinvent, reimagine, regroup, and simply begin again. Take off the limitations, graduates, and be what you were designed to be, a living, breathing testimony of success. Impossible, make it possible. Incapable, make it capable. Unable, make it able. And can't, make it can. Congratulations, Uniondale High School class of 2020. We are proud of you and continue to remain you strong.
It is my pleasure to introduce John Halasco, salutatorian for the class of 2020.
Greetings to all Central Administration, teachers, staff, friends, and family. If you're seeing this, then things obviously did not work out the way we had hoped for. I mean, look at this. I'm giving a pre-recorded message from the comforts of my own home with 2 plant pots behind me. Originally, I had planned on giving this grandiose speech to a crowd of thousands about how great I am and talk about myself. Maybe a few things, but nothing too much. It's all about me after all. But then they told me I was actually supposed to give a message or something, so that definitely changed things. And then they told me I wasn't going to even give a speech to thousands, so at that point all my plans just went out the window. But I guess all our plans changed, didn't it? Before, we had plans to go on a senior trip, maybe dance at prom, actually have a graduation, or even just have a last chance to say goodbye before we all went our separate ways. But then, everything changed when the coronavirus arrived. Just like that, everything was canceled. And now I stand here, awkwardly, looking at a camera and speaking to it. That is such a fall from grace. But the important thing is that we continue to stand. Despite everything, we have remained resolute and we have adapted to our current situations. This life threw its all against us and it failed. And you know what? I can't even say I'm surprised. Because throughout all my time here, I've seen over and over just how amazing you are. I mean, first of all, for any of you that have had the experience of dealing with me, you should know that that is an achievement in and of itself. For a long time, that was a skill only my parents had mastered. But when they got weary of me, it was you. It was my classmates, my teachers like Miss Schwartz, and my own beloved counselor, Mrs. Boyce. It was you who not only dealt with my crazy antics, tolerated my bizarre personality, and taught me and helped me in many ways you may not have even realized, which is why I must give you my deepest gratitude. We also had big events like the March for Our Lives. That was an impressive display of unity in a time when we all came together to support a cause that we all believed in. But it's not just the big things. It's also the little things, like the friendships we made, the strangers we might have met, and most importantly, the work that we shared. My dear classmates, I really must thank you. Without you and all the work you shared, I wouldn't even be standing here. I'm pretty sure I would have failed a lot of my classes, especially physics. Oh my God. Whew. Now I've seen your posts. I've seen your stories. I've seen your support, and I've seen your activism. In fact, during this entire quarantine, just before I'm doing this speech, I was just looking at all your stories, and I was looking at the songs you were listening to, maybe what you were doing, going outside perhaps. And now I don't really care for any of these things, but the fact that you're sharing all these things gives me a little comfort knowing that I am not alone. Our support for each other was fully displayed when we had that caravan a few weeks ago, when all the teachers came out and cheered us on, and after they went around giving little graduation gifts because they didn't have a chance before. And even now, as I record this, you're all posting and speaking up against the wrongs of this nation. And not only are you speaking up, but you're taking action to correct these wrongs. All of those are far greater achievements than any academic ranking could ever be. Because by doing those things, you are directly impacting the world. And that's why nothing ever stood a chance against you. All these things, all these experiences and our shared memories in Uniondale, all these things, they combine to create the strong, bright people that I am talking to right now. Now, none of us are defined by one single thing. In the same way that I am not just a salutatorian, you, the class of 2010, will not go down as a class without graduation. No, they always say that people are forged by the hardships that they overcome. Well, what other class has experienced as many hardships that we have? And that's why I want you to know that you have already shown your greatness, even now as we graduate. And that's why I look forward to seeing what you will do in the future. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Congrats.
It is my privilege to introduce the young scholar who has the highest grade point average in the senior class. Please welcome Fatima Zavala, valedictorian for the class of 2020.
Good evening, everyone. Dr. Thomas, Dr. Lloyd, Central Administration, teachers, staff, families, and students of the graduating class of 2020. I am honored to be speaking to you today in this wonderful day. While we never imagined to be graduating through a screen in our homes, I mean, look at this. During a very stressful time, I know we have all been through a lot lately, we can at least say that we made it through this obstacle. As a whole, we have gone through many trials and tribulations. We have experienced many situations that have challenged our mind, our creativity, and especially our endurance. Today, we can officially say that we begin a new chapter in our lives. As we proceed to bigger obstacles that come with adulthood, the lessons that we have learned will always resonate within our minds. We as a class have incredible talent and incredible potential, which we have shown in different ways. For example, you have shown your fascinating singing and dancing through the show choir. You have shown your athletic talent through training for sports, where you have participated in competitions that may have elated your spirits due to a win or sparked perseverance due to a loss. Because a loss doesn't mean failure, a loss means try again as many times as you can. You have engaged in your musical talents through the beautiful melodies of the orchestra or the upbeat rhythms of the marching and concert bands. You have created breathtaking artwork and thorough research. You have dedicated your time to clubs and activities that have helped you create connections and memories. You have trudged through the halls early in the morning, even when you didn't really want to get out of bed, in order to obtain an education. You have done activities outside of school that have required diligence. We, as a class, have made it through long days and long nights, and we will continue making it through longer days and longer nights with perseverance. Today, I would like to say thank you. Thank you to all of those who have helped us in our path toward adulthood and who are shaping our lives still to this day. Whether it may be a teacher, a coach, a family member, or a collection of people, I would like to say thank you to all those watching. Thank you so much for everything that you have done for us. Essentially, it is up to us to use your teachings to establish our own path. I would also like to thank essential workers who have gone out there in the forefront and helped save lives during this stressful time. And finally, I would like to thank my family. If it wasn't for their support, encouragement, and care, I would not be here. I would like to say some words in Spanish for them. Muchas gracias, mamá, papá y queridas hermanas, por siempre ayudarme en todo, aunque a veces era un poquito difícil, pero siempre estaban ahí para apoyarme. Les agradezco mucho. There are days where we may be dancing in the rain, or days where we may not even want to go outside and get wet. Responsibilities are endless and sometimes even too much. Life has hit us with varying circumstances, some amazing and some not so great. I should know because I have moved approximately 6 times in my life, and my greatest move of all was coming to the United States at age 7. You should know because you have all experienced your own trials and tribulations. While this is not over yet, and things may not be like how they used to be, as Ralph Waldo Emerson claims, what lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us. It is our time to make use of what we have learned in order to help make change, not only for ourselves, not only for our family, not only for our community, but for everyone that we can have an impact on. Class of 2020, we made it and we should be proud. Thank you.
We, the Uniondale High School Show Choir, Rhythm of the Night,
would like to thank our teachers, parents,
community, essential workers, and our healthcare heroes
for always having a special place in our hearts.
This song is for you.
I'm trying to hold my breath. Let it stay this way. Can let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting loud and loud. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand, will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shining of thousands of stars, all the stars you steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Thousands of gold is still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough. For me, never, 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 never. For me, never enough, never enough, never enough. For me, for me, for me. All the shine of a thousand spotlights, all stars you steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold is still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough. For me, never, 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 never. For me, never enough, never, never, never enough, never, never, never enough. For me, for me, for me.
Good evening to the members of the Board of Education, Ms. Taylor, Acting Superintendent of Schools, and her administrative cabinet, parents, extended family members, and graduating seniors from Uniondale High School's historic class of 2020. I would like to welcome you to today's virtual commencement exercise. This is the first virtual commencement exercise in the history of the school due to the global pandemic caused by COVID-19. I am sure many of the graduates and their parents woke up this morning with mixed emotions. You are nervous about what the future holds and anxious to finally graduate from high school. For those graduates who face uncertainties of college placement and workforce choices, erase your fears. You have been prepared by the educators throughout the district and will do well in all you do. For the last 13 years, you have reported to school after Labor Day, but at the end of the summer, you will be entering college, the military, or the workforce. Today marks the end of one chapter in your life and the beginning of another. During your journey in high school, you had to get up early and arrive to school on time, complete classwork, and homework assignments, along with late night studying sessions and getting dressed for physical education and swim classes. These examples represented some of the daily challenges you confronted and conquered during your time as a student at Uniondale High School. Your ability to persist and see it through is directly related to your participation in today's virtual graduation ceremony. 4 years ago in October at 7:26 a.m., with the sound of a fire alarm which signaled a bomb threat, marked the first time we encountered each other. We now end our time together during a global pandemic filled with masks, social distancing, and being on pause in quarantine. Your class has been called the historic class of 2020 because you have handled this new normal, which shows you are resilient and can confront and conquer any obstacle. As you move forward after graduation, you will ask, where do I go from here? Your class has shown to the world how to go forward and make the best lemonade out of the lemons they have been given. The fact that you are a part of this ceremony in the midst of a global pandemic and social unrest against bigotry and injustice is more than enough to celebrate. You demonstrated that you were able to see it through and did not allow any obstacle to interfere with reaching the finish line. Now, more than ever, I'm confident you are prepared to meet and conquer any challenge you may encounter. Always remember, quitters never win and winners never quit. Today, you should embrace what you have to offer the world and always give it 110%. Your high school diploma will serve as your passport to do the unthinkable. Today is your day. You are off to great places. You are off and away. It has been an absolute pleasure to walk alongside all of you during these last 4 years. You will be forever etched in the minds of the world as the bravest class to graduate from Uniondale High School. Embrace your greatness, because that is what is in your DNA, and the power of your DNA will change the world. Always remember, your voices matter, your dreams matter, your lives matter. Be the roses that grow in the concrete. Congratulations and best wishes to Uniondale High School's historic class of 2020. Ms. Desiree, I attest that the students have satisfactorily completed the prescribed requirements established by the State of New York and the Uniondale Board of Education and are eligible to receive their high school diplomas. Do you, Ms. Desiree, on behalf of the Uniondale Board of Education and the Uniondale School District, accept these students?
Dr. Thomas, I accept these students.
Thank you, Ms. Desiree. Will the members of the class of 2020 please come forward to be recognized?
Marvin Acosta, Babatunde Adebayo, Ola Olua Adisa, Nayeli Giselle Adriano Villatoro, Richard Afolayanka, Marcos Aguilar, William Alas Rivera, Mariah Albert, Paul Alfaro, Jaden Allwood, Irelbeen Almendarez, Imani Alston, Brian Alvarado. Brian Alvarado. Miguel Alvarado Jaco. Maylee Alvarado Rodas. Hazel Alvarado Rosales. Ala Alzandani. Andrea Aquino Rivera. Maria Arango Hincapi. Jason Arden. Jonathan Arevalo. Ader Argueta. Brittany Amber Augustin. Marie Augustin. Marianne Ayestas. Michael Babatunde. Derek Baca. Kenya Baez. Devon Bagley. Alan Benegas Sosa. Jalen Baptiste. Courtney Barrett. Opal Barton. Kent Buttress. Hubert Bazil. Clarky Beggy. Natalie Benavides. Diego Benitez. Dennis Bennett. Mary Barrios. Juan Bisono. Junior Black the First. Kimberly Blanco. Marilyn Blanco. Crismeli Bonifacio. Ashley Bonilla. Astrid Bonilla Almendarez. Anissa Bonner. Capri Bradshaw. Kevin Brito. Sofia Brizuela. Tiffany Ida May Marie Buckles. Amaya Budd. Matthew Burke. Nia Burke. Alexis Byron. Lixie Cabrera. Wilbur Calderon Flores. Isabel Camacho. Crystal Campos. Carla Campos. Brian Canales, Joey Canales, Karen Canales Gonzalez, Ashley Cantarero, Melanie Cardona Rubio, Nicole Carranza, Ryan Carrillos, Stacy Castillo Laura, Henry Castro, Jessica Castro, Sammy Castro, Jonathan Castro Cruz, Jalen Amari Cave, Jaleel Celestine, Maureen Cesar, Edita Claude Chacon Madrid, Akeem Chambers, Ernesto Chanico, Jason Charles, Yvonne Lee Charles, Connie Regina Chaveria, Kevin Chavera, Teresa Chavez, Melanie Chavez Zelaya, Matthew Chinchilla, Shane Christmas, Alexis Chuzan, Sterling Steneas, Chelsea Climaco Martinez, Celia Colindres Orozco, Tyrese Collins, James Colon, Matthew Colon, Michael Cora, Elijah Cordova, Christian Coriolan, Jason Corvera, Christian Coulter, Mia Cox, Valerie Cruz, Liani Cruz Reyes, Anthony Cruzado, Jose Cuellar Gonzalez, Xavier Daly, Beatrice Daly, Akeem David, Damon Davis, Michael George Davis Anderson, Elijah Day, Tiffany Deaza, Rodrigo de Paz Diaz, Adrian Daris Zavala, Melissa Desir, Stephen Dickerson, Yamalet Dislakaba, Michaela Doman, Dylan Donaldson, Julie Dorsey, Isaiah Lamont Drew, Tayshawn Drew, Joshua Ely, Kitana Ellis, Zion Ellis, Bashir Emmanuel, Claudia Escobar, Joanna Escobar, Jefferson Espinal, Andy Jaco Espinoza, Daryl Etienne, Alderson Exantis, Esme Farfan, Jared Falk, Andy Mercy Felix, Andy Fernandez, Danalee Fernandez Rodriguez, Rose Fils Ami, Reginald Fitzgordon, Jade Flax, Jacqueline Flores, Haley Flores, Catherine Flores, Marita Flores, Jade Floyd Childress, Michaela Foote, Tyrell Ford Jr., Christian Matthew Francisco, Diana Franco Serpas, Guinère Francois, Jaden Freeman, Memphis Frias, Casey Frias Rodriguez, Lenny Fuentes Chavaria, Autumn Furby, Christian Galdamez, John Galdamez, Angelique Gallo Silva, Fredis Galvez, Ellen Gomez, Jose Ganuza, John Garay Maldonado, Cecilia Garcia Martinez, Cesar Garcia Vieda, Juliana Giffrard, Sydney George, Joel Gill, Elizabeth Glashan, Jason Godinez, Jennifer Godinez Juarez, Robert Goldson, Ashley Gomez, Emily Gomez, Esmeralda Gomez, Jeffrey Gomez, Purina Gomez, Sergio Gomez, Mia Gomez Britt, Eric Josue Gonzalez Molina, Randy Gonzalez, Nilton Gonzalez, Tatiana Gonzalez, Aisha Gordon, Gabrielle Gordon, Ashanti Gore, Rashawn Gorham, Shatiana Graham, Maria Granados Hernandez, Tabitiana Gray, Ashanti Green, Christopher Guerra Hercules, Molvensley Guerrier, Allison Guevara, Carla Guevara Ramirez, Jose Guevara Soriano, Gianna Gutierrez, Nuri Guzman Granados, John Neil Halasco, Javon Hamilton, Jaden Hansen, Sanjay Henson, Jair Hatcher, Koisha Headley, Daniel Heath, Solomon Henderson, Jovan Henry, Ashley Hernandez, Diana Hernandez, Gregory Hernandez, Carlos Hernandez Pineda, Edwin Hernandez Cartagena, Marvin Herrera, Vanessa Herrera, Gerardo Herrera Carrillo, Ariane Herring, Dariela Hidalgo Andrade, Casey Holder, Ashanti Howell, Jaheim Hughes, Shanice Hyde, Sashana Hilton, Annabelle Hippolyte, Maya Ifield, Ariane Lindsay Ignacio, Siona Innocent, Jeffrey Interiano, Alexander Jacobs, Morgan James, Darren Hanvier, Rory Japal, Kaiser Jaya Singh, Jeffrey Jean, Rode Micah Jean, Corinne Jean-Baptiste, Marlene Jean-Baptiste, Marie Jean-Louis, Dylan Jeffrey Smichael, Bailey Jeffries, David June, Sasha Jimenez, Kelsey John, Alaya Johnson, Camelia Jones, Richardson Joseph, Saint Joseph, Isaiah Joseph Brock, John Mark Joost, Michaela Kakish, Angelique Kalika, Elisha Kelly, Jeremy Kelly Bennett, Devontae King, Ayanna Kirby, Anael Lakud, Litzy Linez Cabrera, Vikendiana Lamanier, Tiffany LaPierre, Andrew Lawrence, Irvin Lazo Flores, Amari Lee, Byron Leyva Lopez, Paul Lamus, Juan Diego Lenes Burgos, Mason Letlow, Kiana Lavelle, Caden Liddy, Kaylee Linares, Dorlan Lindsay, Pamela Lindsay, Eros Loias, Emily Long, Jordan Lopez Maldonado, Natalie Lopez Acosta, Jaden Lovelace Page, Aaron Lowe, Brianna Madden, Ashley McColo, Carolyn Maldonado, Jamie Maldonado, Robert Maldonado, ZC Maldonado Noriega, Anidas Maltez, Wilbur Mancia, Melissa Mangar, Andres Manrique Santander, Luis Manzanares, Mukesh Maraj, Edgar Maraver, Darren Marcial, Shirley Marin, Andrew Martinez, Anthony Martinez, Carlos Martinez, Deborah Martinez, Juan Martinez, Jason Martinez Oriana, Frankel Matoren, Elisha Maynard, Defina McAllister, Elijah McCann, Damone McCauley, Armani McClam, Christopher Matthew McKay, Travell McKenzie, Justin Lamar McNeil, Anthony Mead, Moises Medina Benitez, Robert Meeks, Emily Mejia, Kevin Mejia, Marilyn Mejia Alvarenga, Samuel Mejia Guardado, Anthony Mejia Maldonado, Leslie Mejia Pineda, Jeffrey Mexicano, Carl Angelo Melgar, Rayvon Malong, Saul Mendez, Kimani Mendez, Marilyn Mendez, Nicole Mendoza, Carlos Alfredo Mendoza Mojica, Nathaniel Miller, Catherine Miranda Ortiz, Sabrea Mohammed, Michaela Molina, Dilman Molina Castro, Knox Monge, Gustavo Monroy, Gabrielle Monteith, Tamaya Moore, Willow Moore, Jocelyn Morales Moran, Faith Morgan, Odi Muharam, Oswe Morillo Chiriguay, Zamoy Morel, Edrase Nestor, Rotriel Nestor, Janae Angelica Newby, Moises Nolasco, Samantha Nozil, Christopher Nunez, Deanne Oates Johnson, Bernie Oden V, Renikeji Ogundipe, Janique Omard, Joel Onanuga, Johanna Oriana, Natalia Oriana Contreras, Kevin Oriana Platero, Cristia Orgea, Eric Orozco, Sandra Ortiz Membrano, Jason Osorio Marin, Marcos Padilla Acevedo, Mirsan Padilla Jr., LaShante Page, Karen Palacio, Sophia Antoinette Parchment, Cecil Parker III, Jorge Parra, Lloyd J. Patterson, Nicole Payne, Ronnie Peralta Munoz, Vanessa Peraza, Kimberly Perdomo, Jose Pereira Ramos, Anna Perez, Anthony Perez, Emily Perez, Kevin Perez, Rex Perez, Edgar Perez Pacheco, Nilson Perez Rodas, Brian Perez Ibarra, Jose Perlera, Lynette Parasir, Maya Peters, Chelsea Pettit Frere, Xavier Pickett, Stephanie Pimentel Maldonado, Dairit Pineda del Cid, Tatiana Pintor, Idelio Pivaral Kwan, Jaden Player, Vanessa Polanco, Daniela Portillo Membrano, Jada Powell, Ojore Powell, Mia Prescott, Crystalee Pringle, Alicia Quinlan, Aaliyah Quinlan, Jennifer Quintanilla, Stephen Francisco Quintanilla Mendez, Melvin Ramirez Acosta, Mirna Ramirez Deras, Maurice Ramirez Ventura, Maximiliano Ramos, Ludi Ramos Morales, Tanya Reed Gregory, Grismalie Reyes Batista, Kyle Reynolds, Zonia Ricketts, Ashley Ricks, Jennifer Rios, Catherine Rivera, Natalie Rivera, Madeline Rivera Del Cid, Justin Roberts, Kevin Robles, Ailwins Rodriguez, Amber Rodriguez, Evelyn Rodriguez, Yvette Rodriguez, Jefferson Rodriguez, Taisha Rodriguez, Jessica Rodriguez, Renzo Rodriguez Ayala, Ruben Rodriguez Benitez, Roberto Rodriguez Gonzalez, Kayada Rogers, Andrew Roldan, Marie Romaine, Pierre Romaine, Christopher Romero Calderon, Jasmine Romero Gonzalez, Paula Rosas, Suzalie St. Jean, Peggy St. Louis, Xavier Saldivar, Angel Salmaran, Jasmine Salvador, Ariana Sanichara, Stephanie Santa Maria Orquia, Fabio Noe Santos, Kevin Santos, Miguel Saravia, Steven Saravia, Devin Scott, Jada Scott, Ananaya Sharma, Imani Simmons, Whitshell Simon, Jamali Simpson, Brianna Singleton, Joser Sinois, Casey Ann Smith, Nasim Smith, Steven Sukramnath, Giorgio Giovanni Sortino, Michaela Spencer, Ismael St. Cyr, Alexander St. Mark, Sarah St. Prue, Luxury Sterling, Lyric Sterling, Christina Stevens, Willie Stroman, Natalia Sturkey, Jaleesa Sullivan, Janiah Sullivan, Niviette Talibert, Diogenes Tavares, Frederick Taylor, Jelia Taylor, Deanna Tennant, Sierra Thomas, Q.S. Thompson, Jaime Torres, Ethel Torres Membrano, Stephanie Tovar, Spencer Turner Lewis, Demetrius Urquhart, Emily Urrutia, Gerardo Valdez, Walter Valdez, Carlos Valladares Flores, Maya Vargas, Julio Vasquez, Oscar Vasquez Ayala, Enrique Vasquez Perez, Jasmine Villalobos Moraga, Wilmer Vialta, Wilmer Agustin Viata, Kiara Viville, Marcus Walker, Sashana Walker, Tyleek Walker, Roxanne Watson, Julius Watts Jr., Emerald Webley, Kayla West, Marika White, Lovely Lisa Wiley, Ashanti Williams, Dreamasia Williams, Aisha Williams, Julian Williams, Kai Nathaniel Michael Williams, Harold Williams Jr., Teresa Williamson, Gianni Wilson, Adijah Wood, Shauna Wooten, Jeffrey Wortman II, Rakia Wright, Heraclio Wyatt III, Francesca Zamor, Benjamin Zavala, Fatima Zavala Espinal, Jalen Zephyrin. Chris Anthony Zuniga Oliva.
You have joined a distinguished group of Uniondale alumni. I am confident with the superior education you have received throughout your attendance in the Uniondale School District and expect you to continue the rich legacy of making positive contributions to your community and society at large. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing Uniondale High School's historic class of 2020.